Hello and welcome back to Coffee at Square Feet. My name is Karan Gandhi and Square Feet is the leading retail chain store of Chhattisgarh dealing in tiles, sanitary ware and granites in Raipur, Bilaspur and Kawarda. आप सभी को होम डिजाइनिंग की कुछ टिप्स देने के लिए टुडे वी आर इन अ कन्वर्सेशन विद द लीडिंग आर्किटेक्ट ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़ मिस्टर सत्यदीप सोनार जी. Welcome sir to Coffee at Square Feet.
Thank
Cheers.
you so much, Karan. Thank you. And it is very kind of you to introduce me like that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Satyadeep sir has an international exposure of designing beautiful homes. His presence is there in six states of Chhattisgarh, and his presence is actively present in and around Chhattisgarh. He is also the director of Aesthetics Institute of Interior Designing, and he is the owner and partner of Urban Saints. We are glad to welcome you in Coffee at Square Feet, sir. Our audience was eagerly waiting to see you on this platform.
Thank you so much, Karan. That is an absolute pleasure being here on your show.
और मैं चाहता हूं कि हमारे सारे व्यूअर्स इसके बारे में कुछ जानें ताकि जब भी वो अपना घर बनाए तो उन्हें एक एक्स्ट्रा ऑप्शन मिले अपने घर को डिजाइन करने के लिए. तो आजकल एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट चला है अबाउट फ्लूइडिक डिजाइन, अबाउट फ्लूइड डिजाइन्स. तो ये क्या होती है और आप इसको कैसे यूज करते हैं?
Okay, so fluid architecture or flowy lines or dynamic architecture एक बहुत ही मतलब इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट है जिसको काफी टाइम से the fraternity is trying to adopt. And I think it was introduced to the world by Oscar Niemeyer, but basically made famous by the legendary architect Zaha Hadid. जब उन्होंने Zaha Hadid ने when she started this fluid designs and fluidic designs, आप अगर देखेंगे in her projects throughout her lifetime, initially a lot of people did not understand कि है क्या, कैसे possible होगा, क्यों बना रहे हैं, क्योंकि you know we as humans are very set to geometry, square, rectangle, circle, triangles. हम लोग साथ comfortable रहते हैं. But the amalgamation of different geometries to form a single entity is something which takes a little bit of imagination. So when Zaha actually made this famous and when she actually executed her designs, it became a revolution and a lot of architects in India tried to adopt that. One of the most famous people who has actually brought fluidic design or dynamic designs to architecture to India was Sanjay Puri from Bombay.
Great. Okay.
And if you look at his designs, he's another very renowned architect in India, and people have been appreciating his concepts for a very long time. तो fluidic designs is basically क्या होता है कि आपका एक square plan को थोड़ा सा efficient in terms of movement, in terms of एक जब architecture point of view से किसी building को देखते हैं हम लोग, तो हम लोग if you go into detailed architecture, अगर आप किसी को एकदम in depth किसी को समझना रहता है कि wind कैसे बिल्डिंग में इंटरैक्ट करती है, धूप कैसे बिल्डिंग में इंटरैक्ट करती है, एंड बहुत सारी चीजें होती है. तो जब उतने डेप्थ में जाते हैं ना, तो आपको समझ में आता है कि ये जो फ्लूइडिक आर्किटेक्चर है that allows better sunlight to come in, better air movement in and around the space. सिर्फ बिल्डिंग नहीं, बिल्डिंग के आसपास भी it creates a different kind of breeze. मतलब ये है ना, एक फ्लैट बिल्डिंग हमेशा हवा रोक देती है एंड देन उसके रिपरकशंस होते हैं कि आपकी बिल्डिंग में बहुत फोर्स एग्जर्ट होता है. एक सर्कुलर बिल्डिंग आपको कुछ हवा आपकी बिल्डिंग के अंदर आने देती है और बाकी सब हवा डेविएट कर देती है. इट्स मोर लाइक यू नो हाउ कार्स आर मेड in the aerodynamic shape, right? So it is similar. और अगर आप अभी Hyundai का concept देखेंगे, that is also called the fluidic architecture. Hyundai के अभी जितने cars आते हैं,
fluidic warm-up and Santa Fe.
It has transcended from the architecture to more furnitures. It has come to your cars. It has come to your mobiles. आप Samsung देखिए, Samsung भी अब box से curve होने की कोशिश कर रहा है. So you know, like yes, it is something that has transcended. धीरे-धीरे लोग समझ रहे हैं कि अच्छा curved structures maybe might make a building more sustainable or maybe more efficient. It is always up to
So
debate कि बहुत सारे लोग अभी भी स्क्वायर और सर्कल के बीच में बहुत वो करते हैं, लेकिन अपना अपना जब जब स्टडी बढ़ेगा तो समझ में आएगा.
बिल्कुल. तो ये जो कर्व स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं, डज इट हेल्प इन वेंटिलेशन, मतलब एयर फ्लो एंड
Yes.
ऑल दीस थिंग्स?
See, curve structures not only help in ventilation but also in the kind of light that comes into the building.
ओके.
अगर आप ये जानते हैं कि आपने अपना Earth is circular, right? It's an
सर्कल,
oblate
यस.
spheroid, right? And the movement of sun is also elliptical. कि
यस.
हमेशा पूरा पूरा एग्जैक्ट सनलाइट आपको ईस्ट से वेस्ट में कभी एग्जैक्ट सनलाइट नहीं मिलता,
सही
राइट?
बात है.
इट कम्स इन एक मतलब दोपहर के समय ज्यादा एंगल में रहता है, शाम के समय अलग एंगल में रहता है, सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स
बिल्कुल.
दैट गो ऑन. So
बिल्कुल.
a circular building, if designed right, it has to be. It is a very fluid architecture is very 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 particular about how you execute. अगर आप इसमें flaw कर देते हैं, then you cannot create a successful building. But अगर आपने सही portions, mathematical calculations and ये सब करके अगर किया है, तो you are not only increasing daylight that is coming in the building, but also the kind of air movement along the entire
ग्रेट.
plan. So,
ग्रेट.
that helps. Uh, yeah, I think that is the best way I can explain. Obviously, this is a very broad
ग्रेट.
topic. अगर अपन उसमें घुसेंगे तो बहुत लंबा चल जाएगा ये. But yeah,
बट ये
एक मोटा
डेफिनेटली कुछ नया है.
that it's a calculated risk. I'll be very honest.
ओके.
जरूरी नहीं है कि हमेशा
ओके.
it might pay off. It has to be calculated with full understanding, and then only a fluid architecture or dynamic architecture can be actually executed.
दैट्स ग्रेट. तो अगर कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क है तो डेफिनेटली उसके रिटर्न्स भी ज्यादा ही होंगे, एंड दैट्स
Yes,
व्हाई
yes,
इट्स योर फेवरेट. एंड मूविंग ऑन to the next question, apart from architecture, we would like to know कि डिजाइनिंग में
yes,
क्लासिकल डिजाइंस एंड नियो क्लासिकल डिजाइंस ये बहुत ज्यादा यूज होता है हर घर में. तब
yes,
इट इज वेरी
absolutely,
ट्रेंडी
absolutely.
राइट नाउ. तो
Yes,
ये क्या
yes, yes.
होता है, ये दोनों कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है, इफ यू हैव टू सम अप?
See, Karan, I'll be very honest with you. Since I have studied abroad में जो furniture designs होते हैं, right? जो furnitures होते हैं या जो भी interior spaces होते हैं, जो अपन जिस concept में हम लोग जाना चाहते हैं, वहाँ पे it is very open. They don't care about the shape of the building or of the furniture or anything. It just should be comfortable and
ओके.
easy to execute, and it should look aesthetically pleasant. Right?
यस.
So, what happens is in India, आपको पता है इंडिया में वास्तु has a major constraint
मेजर
on the
मेजर.
kind of design that we do as architects or interior designers. It is important, and जो belief है मैं उसको मानता भी हूँ. It's fine.
बिल्कुल.
So when we are put in spaces where it is more ट्रेडिशनल वैल्यूज जहां पे रहते हैं ना, तो वहां पे कुछ लोग ना दे आल्सो ट्राई टू इनकॉर्पोरेट ट्रेडिशनल डिजाइन स्टाइल्स व्हिच आर क्लासिकल डिजाइंस एंड स्टफ. Classical designs are basically inspired by these rich European or rich English style of design, मतलब जिसमें थोड़ा intricate work of motifs and stuff like that, थोड़ा plaster work, light colors, uh, marble floorings, chandeliers, quilted sofas. Those are classical designs, right?
ओके.
And with the current trend, because this generation is always evolving, people have tried to create fusion designs in it as well. मतलब भले quilted sofa रख देंगे लेकिन background पूरा plain कर सकते हैं, minimalistic design. So when you combine a couple of styles along with classical style, it becomes neoclassical, which is a modern take on classical design. क्योंकि
ओके.
we all know the craftsmanship has changed over the years. Things have मतलब अब जितना skilled labor पहले होता था, अब उससे अलग लेबर हो गया, अभी स्मार्ट लेबर हो गया. सो नो वन इज गोइंग टू पुट अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट इन गेटिंग those intricate values done. And अब you have computers to do it, you have 3D printers, you have CNC machines and stuff like that do it. So yes, so it is a evolving form of classical architecture जो काफी prevalent
ओके.
है.
दैट इज.
It's very famous with the young kids as well, I suppose.
अच्छा.
काफी, yes.
ओके. 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 सो वेयर डू यू यूज दिस क्लासिकल एंड न्यू क्लासिकल डिजाइंस? आप कहाँ पे इसको यूज करते हैं, एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ फर्नीचर गोज विद दिस काइंड ऑफ डिजाइंस? बिकॉज
See,
फर्नीचर एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल होता है कोई भी घर को
absolutely,
डिजाइन करने में.
absolutely. not only furniture, actually एक classical style of architecture को या neoclassical को करने के लिए we not only need furniture, we also need tiles, we also need
Okay.
lights to, you know, we need drapes. मतलब I think upholstery is one of the major things that actually can change a normal space to a neoclassical or classical space.
Okay.
um, Coming back to your question, you are asking कि अपन हम लोग इस चीज को कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, कहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हैं.
कैसे और कहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हैं?
So this is a very thematic thing, Karan. मतलब आप
हम्म,
ये पूरे क्लाइंट के टेस्ट पे रहता है. अगर आपको आपको लगता है कि मुझे ऐसा कोई स्पेस चाहिए, तो ये दिस इज एज आई सेड इट इज वेरी थीमेटिक. मतलब अगर आपको once you select, if your client has agreed to a neoclassical or classical taste, then you
हम्म,
have to start putting elements, as I said, quilted things, drapes, roped curtains. um, then you have plaster work, which is very important. ये ceiling का plaster work हो गया, या जो lamps and lights that you're using, the use of colors which has to be little pastel or towards beige tones, you know, to make it
अच्छा,
rich
अच्छा.
uh, things.
Okay.
So yeah, and it is a very very personal choice kind of thing, you know, like for
हम्म,
maybe your dad might be very fond of classical, but you might not be. I'm just saying it as an example, right? Like if it was
yes,
a
yes.
personal choice, then we as a designer have to balance between the classical and the modern design that you might like in your house if you're doing your house, right?
हम्म,
So that becomes neoclassical. So matlab if I'm
okay.
using rich colors like dark green, olive green, or maybe light pastel blue, and then I use a very rich sofa which is maybe beigeish in tone or white or something like that. So you know we'll have to contrast that out, use profiles, and then use a little bit of lamp work and you know decorated side tables. Yeah, you know it's a mix and match thing. Aajkal everything is
Okay.
mix and match. I mean, people want
Definitely,
best of
definitely.
everything. You know, so we as designers have to be very creative about how we incorporate these different elements.
Okay, okay, got it. So basically थोड़ा सा बेजिश टाइप के टोन और इंग्लिश कलर्स, रिच कलर्स आप
English
यूज
colors,
करते
yes,
हैं.
yes, yes. If we talk
Okay.
about classical architecture, it has to be English colors, which are, you know, जैसे लंदन में आपका जो दिन का टाइम रहता है ना, it is always gloomy.
हाँ,
So they
अच्छा.
always take those, you know, faint colors, pastel colors, so that उनका घर बहुत dark ना लगे, बहुत bright ना लगे. But neoclassic में you can go vibrant colors as well. मतलब you can go for
Okay.
yellows and मतलब you know you can go for vibrant
हाँ,
colors.
हाँ.
That is not a
ओके, ओके, ओके. सो दैट्स ग्रेट. काफी सारी चीजें आज हमको जानने मिली है, एंड स्पेशली द फर्स्ट वन, फ्लूइडिक फ्लूइड डिजाइंस, फ्लूइडिक आर्किटेक्चर, डायनामिक आर्किटेक्चर, दैट वाज प्रीटी गुड. और मेरे ख्याल से ऐसी कुछ बिल्डिंग्स जो है काफी फेमस भी है दुबई में, इससे रिलेटेड कुछ बिल्डिंग्स बनी हैं दुबई में एंड इवन इन लंदन, जिसको काफी फॉलो किया जा रहा है.
Yeah, I mean, अगर आप दुबई में we have so many buildings that have taken this shape. Most of them are done by Zaha Hadid. मेरे को अगर आप Zaha Hadid का देना तो if you want to actually have a look at what fluid architecture is, then you should have a look at the Olympic Stadium in London, which is amazing.
ओके. यस, यस, यस.
The Olympic Stadium
आई
in
सीन
London.
इट.
And there is the Santiago Calatrava there's a building in Valencia, which is again beautiful. It is Santiago Calatrava, another very famous Spanish architect, come engineer. Actually, he was a civil engineer. He used to
ओके.
draw forms from human shapes. Matlab, it's if you actually search Santiago Calatrava, you will be amazed to see his work. It's amazing.
ओके.
Then you have a lot of buildings in China which are being done, which was being done by Zaha Hadid architects, and it was pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, India में थोड़ा चलन कम है. India has still not been able to adapt it completely. I think it is. अगर आप मुझसे पूछेंगे तो residential sector में fluidic architecture करना थोड़ा difficult है. But for commercial
कमर्शियल्स में
spaces,
इट इज
जैसे
वेरी स्मूथ.
malls and stuff like that, yes, it is a major game changer. and
definitely.
can be उसमें actually पूरे corporate interiors में actually fluid design India में काम कर
Hmm.
सकता
Definitely.
है. I think it is that way. Yes.
Okay. So thank you so much for sharing your experience.
Thank you so much,
Got
Karan,
a
for
lot of
having me.
insights. I got a lot of insights from you. Thank you so much. And
It's an
मिलते हैं
absolute
जल्दी
pleasure
किसी
talking to
दिन.
you. I think
Same here. Same here.
I was very excited for this, and it totally was worth it.
Thank you so much. काफी अच्छा लगा हमको भी. And eagerly waiting to welcome you in our showroom as well.
Absolutely, absolutely, Karan. As soon as the lockdown is a little eased up, I'll come
Yes,
and see you.
definitely. चलिए, thank you so much
Thank
for viewing this episode, and thank you so much, sir, for joining in this episode. See ya.
you.
Take care and keep watching Coffee at Square Feet. Bye bye. Cheers.